Welcome. This is a presentation of the CrossForge project migration proof of concept, developed in a context of semantic interoperability work package carried out within Calypso project. Solution applied, the overall architecture. The solution design introduces 3 stages to the CrossForge project migration process. It features the importing phase, where by means of semantic web services the information is retrieved from a source platform and lifted to semantic level. Then the mapping phase, where a swirl-based semantic mapping is applied to cover the transition between source and target information models, where in fact the resulting project data model is produced. And finally the exporting stage, where by means of semantic web services the resulting model is eventually lowered to XML format and exported to the target forge. Let's introduce the CrossForge project migration facility, which enables the process of project migration between forges. The CrossForge migration tool holds information about registered forges to define source and target of migration. There are 2 sample forges already registered, Berlioz and GForge. Regarding the source forge, the forge name and URL are defined, as well as a link to semantic web services which enable the import of project data and lifting such data to semantic level. In case of GForge, the name and URL are provided. Also, the links to sequences of semantic web services for exporting stage are defined. Additionally, there are groups of semantic web services responsible for exporting concrete project parts like project metadata, user data, and issue tracker entries. CrossForge migration tool also keeps references to semantic mapping between already defined forges. When adding a mapping, the mapping name as well as source and target forge names need to be provided. Also, we must upload a semantic mapping rules. A mapping description is optional. In CrossForge project migration scenario, Berlioz is treated as a platform where sample project is defined. The project contains general metadata as name, description, and project categorization. It also has a number of associated members, where each of them has personal information such as name, email, and role in a project. The project has also a backtracker with sample entries. Each entry is described by a number of properties and is assigned to a certain project member. GForge collaborative platform plays a role of a target forge. The platform in our scenario has no projects defined, besides the standard ones. While displaying the list of registered users, we can see that only a default admin user is registered and active. Having described the source and target forges as well as the migration tool, let's proceed to the migration process itself. The migration process is carried out in few steps. In the first step, we need to choose the source and destination forges as well as previously defined mapping. We also need to select the name of the project. In second step, we choose the project parts to be migrated by selecting the appropriate group of semantic web services for exporting such parts. Step 3 shows the selected options and enables the migration. The actual logging of the migration is displayed on the migration panel. The migration starts from the importing stage, where data is retrieved from source forge. The additional console shows the actual data being retrieved. Next, the mapping phase starts. The swirl-based mapping rules are executed and the resulting data model is created. Then the resulting model is exported to the target forge by means of semantic web services. The sequences of semantic web services are executed. They are responsible for creating project and loading its metadata, as well as user data and backtracker entries. The actual migration results in terms of system outputs for each migration stage and including semantic web services responses from the exporting phase are available in the execution panel. The migration results span over the project metadata, user metadata, and issue tracker entries. Let's have a look at the GForge. The migrated project has its metadata defined, including the project categorization. It has also a number of migrated members, where each member has an assigned role. The project issue tracker is migrated as well. It includes sample entries. The migrated entries are featured by number of properties, including state, priority, assigned member, summary, description, and attached comments. Thank you.